welcome to another Chelsea chat. And last night it was Chelsea 2, Tottenham 0. And when I looked at the team, when I looked at the subs bench last night, all young lads, I thought we're going to get taken apart here. No, why did I ever worry? What a performance, what a team performance. That's what I've been waiting for all season. Last night, in my own opinion, and I know some of you, Marcus especially, thinks I talk rubbish. In my opinion, that was the best 90 minutes of the season. 1-0 up at half time. Postecoglou doing his nuts on the side. I thought, it's going to be one of those second halves. It's going to be one of them half-time team talks that bring us out playing absolutely pants. But no, obviously Tottenham came into it more. Their pressing was better in the second half, but we dealt with everything and extended our lead. I thought it was a great all-round team performance, made even better by the fact that we had 14 first teamers injured. None of that commentary team mentioned that very much, did they? In fact, at one point, I think it was Rednapp said, Tottenham have got so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, so-and-so missing. 2 players. I thought, what about the 14 that we've got missing? But anyway, forget about Jamie Rednapp. Forget about Sky Sports. What a great team performance. It's going to be very quick today. I'm just so happy, so pleased. And it took us till 4 games to the end of the season to see a team, and it might be a team by default, but I still take my hat off to Pochettino for getting them in the right frame of mind last night. He couldn't pick much of a different side, but he still picked the right side, and they were well motivated, and the tactics were excellent. Son didn't get anything out of Alfie Gilchrist. Shame Alfie went off apparently looking injured, because I thought he had a tremendous game there, especially for a young lad. But what happened last night that hasn't been happening, and what I've been criticising, is that Madueke, particularly in that second half when we were under the cosh, he got back and defended. He didn't leave Alfie Gilchrist on his own. Mudryk last night got back and helped Cucurella, and when Cucurella went forward, Mudryk a couple of times even dropped behind him. And last night, Mudryk, even though he didn't have a great game, won 3 headers, 1 defensive header that was backwards. I just couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, I don't know what's going to happen next. But I was just so happy to see him play like that, to see him think about the game. It was marvellous. So anyway, we started off. We had Petrovic in goal. We had Alfie Gilchrist at right back. Inside of him, we had the excellent Trevor Chalobah, who Sky made their man of the match. I differed slightly, but I thought he was great, and I've got no arguments in him winning it. We can't sell him, surely. His stats make him one of the best defenders in Europe. So he'd probably be sold for FFP. Inside of him, Badiashile, who played really well last night and put all those bad performances behind him. He was back to looking the player that he looked at the start of the season last night. Maybe it's because of who he was playing next to, I don't know. On the left, Cucurella, my Chelsea man of the match. I never thought you'd ever hear me say that. A lot of the time he infuriates me. I know some of you get on my case saying, I think he was unfair on Cucurella, I think he was this, I think he was that. And I respect all your views, but I think he gets caught out of position too many times. Probably because of enthusiasm, probably because he wants to give his all for that badge, and I take my hat off to him for that. But last night he was perfect. Apart from one ball, he wasn't perfect, but apart from one ball, he did everything right. Got forward, could even scored at one point, but his defensive work, unbelievable. Even when he was on the wrong side of someone, he got back and he made a block. I thought he was absolutely excellent last night, and never thought I'd ever hear me say Cucurella, man of the match. But he was my man of the match. Let me know what you think. Midfield, Caicedo was excellent. Gallagher was excellent. Those two last night, I'd love to see the mileage that they got through. As soon as we lost the ball, those two were back fighting for it, getting it back. In front of them we had Mudryk. Then we had in the middle we had Cole Palmer, and on the right we had Madueke, who again was really good last night. And up front we had Nicholas Jackson, who put a proper shift in. Could have scored earlier on, couldn't he? When it was off the line, had a couple of chances that I thought he should have put away, and then he gets a header in the second half where a lot of thought went into that, and away he goes. Strong neck muscles over the two defenders, and I don't know what they were doing. You would have thought they would have been able to clear that, or you would have thought they'd have maybe challenged him for the initial header, but no. Who cares? It's Tottenham, and he got his goal, which was well deserved. Trevor Chalobah got the first goal, didn't he? I forgot to mention that. What a great header and a good block by Cucurella. Could have gone either way, but a great header by Trevor and well deserved. So that was the team, and what more can I say? Fighting for each other, covering for each other. When they lost the ball, getting back behind the ball. A few times Mudryk didn't do it, but a lot of the time he did. A couple of times Madueke didn't do it, but a lot of the time that he did. And I just thought it was a good all-round team performance. I'm not being critical at all today, because if we'd played like that all season, we'd be where Villa are at least. So the signs are good. And then after the game, I don't know what you thought. I was watching on telly. I was watching on Sky, and I thought that was a bizarre interview with Pochettino, as though he already knows that he's going. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings, as you know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think it was a bizarre interview? And what are your thoughts on Pochettino? Should he get longer? Should he get next season? I to and I throw with this side, and I to and I throw with Pochettino. I don't like changing managers all the time. I'm not sure who's available. In the long term, do I think he's capable of winning things? I don't personally think so, but he certainly proved me wrong last night, at least, and against Everton. And then you get the Arsenal performance, and you think, why? I don't know. You let me know your thoughts. That's why I do these. Anyway, I'm going to get straight on. It's going to be a short one and score the team. Petrovic gets a 7. He didn't really have a lot to save last night, but his handling was good. He a couple of decent punches. His distribution was good, and they had a couple of chances, but the Romero one, the header, and I kind of think who the other miss was, maybe Richarlison. But he didn't have an awful lot to do, but what he did do, he did really well. On the right back, I'm going to give Alfie Gilchrist an 8. He's up against a world-class forward in Song and kept him quiet. Kept him so quiet. Got stuck in. You can see his attitude gets him through games. He's just a winner, isn't he? He'll fight for everything. I'm not sure if he'll make it in the Chelsea first team long term, but you know what? For attitude, I love that lad. Chalobah next to him, absolutely superb, gets a 9. Great goal, and I just thought that is absolutely top notch defending all the way through, and a great goal on it. Next to him, Badiashile gets an 8 last night. Really well, played well. Cucurella gets a 9.5, my Chelsea man of the match. Didn't put a foot wrong, and long may that continue. I've given him so much stick last night. Excellent. Both midfielders get an 8.5, Caicedo and Gallagher. Big shifts from both of them. Lots of hard work. These people I'm glad to see Gallagher getting a banner, by the way. And these people that want him sold, I just don't understand what you want. Even if he lacks a little bit of quality, he's come on leaps and bounds, by the way. That's one thing Pochettino looks to have done. He's come on leaps and bounds this season, from the point of finishing, from the point of final ball, from a point of view of awareness, I think. But I think we'd be mad to sell him. And it looks like that little midfield of him and Caicedo is better than the Enzo, Caicedo pivot. So lots of conversation to take place over that. Mudryk last night gets a 6.5. Done some good defending work. Nothing great really going forward. In the middle, Cole Palmer gets a 7.5. Below his best, but that free kick. What a free kick when Jackson followed up and scored. Cole Palmer getting involved. I think since he had his virus, he's not been top Cole Palmer. But you know what? Still a great player and a good performance. Madueke last night gets an 8.5. Always a danger. Not scared to take his player on, but last night got back and covered Alfie Gilchrist as well. Nicholas Jackson last night gets an 8. Good performance, took his goal well, should have scored others, but we know Nicholas is a work in progress. And Pochettino last night gets a 8.5. Can't do much more really, can he? Beating Tottenham 2-0 at home, could have been 4-0. He might have got a 9 then. But no, and afterwards celebrating with the Chelsea players and celebrating with the Chelsea crowd, and there seemed to be a bit of unity, a bit of bonding there against Tottenham as well. I think it was a good time for him to show that he cared about our club, and he did that. So for me, the jury's out on Potch. I'd love to know what you lot think. And what else can I say, really? Crowd, the atmosphere sounded excellent at the bridge, which you'd expect against Tottenham, and just a good night all round. Let me know your thoughts, that's why I do these, and please subscribe to the channel and throw the video a like. Thanks for watching. Up to Chelsea.